Hey guys, what's up? This is GwiiGwi here. This is going to be my second video of the Introduction to Squad Rush series. And today we're going to be looking at Bazaar, one of my favorite Squad Rush maps. This is a great map, a pretty balanced map. So I'll just be going over the names first, and then we'll be going over some general strategies. Along the way, I'll be going over some spots that most teams like to play and some little tricks that you can employ to help you out in, when you guys play. The first thing I'm going to do is just give you guys a tip of the day, I guess. So I'll just start this, and I will give a tip of the day every map that I do in every video. And the first tip I'm going to say is about reviving. I know that in my last video I told you guys that reviving is one of the most important parts of Squad Rush. Both on defense and offense, but too often I see teams revive the incorrect way. So just to give you guys an example, let's say that I am about to peek this corner here, okay, and there's a guy sitting right there waiting for me, and I die. Let's say I die right here. My body is laying right here, and I have a teammate right behind me. What I see a lot of teams doing is this guy behind him will just constantly spam res the guy in front of him. You do not want to do that, because this guy, before he gets up, can get shot again. He's just going to keep getting shot without any chance of him killing this guy. So what you want to do is you always want to clear out your lane of the enemy who shot you. It's okay to go for that first res, but if your teammate gets shot again, you want to definitely kill this guy before you res your teammate again. This is just a good idea. You gotta know, you guys have almost, I think, more than 10 seconds to res your teammate. So if there's more than 2 guys, you want to clear the first guy and then also kill the second guy before you res your teammate. So there's no rush to res him. Always res, make sure it's safe, and then res. Alright, so we got that out of the way. Let me quickly go over the spawn points for attacking side. This right here is the attacking side spawn. This is where the first guy spawns, and the second guy spawns right here in this corner. So you want the guys who are going left side or street side to be spawning on this second guy. The first guy can also suicide and spawn on top of them if they want, or he can suicide and spawn on top of the fourth guy who spawns right over here. So this is definitely the best alley spawn point, is the last spawn. Okay, so let me go ahead and go over the names. This is obviously T-spawn, or attacking spawn. This area here we call rocks. This right here is called rubble. We call this gay spot here. A lot of teams will play a guy here watching the rocks. This is corner room. In here, this is corner room. This building here is garage. There is usually a wall here. I've blown it up for you guys. A lot of teams will blow a hole through here and jump a guy into garage or back garage hallway instead of having to go all the way around this way. It's generally a pretty good idea if you want to do that. This is the garage building. This is garage roof. All of here is back garage. This is shed. This is back garage exit over here. We call this house here corner house. I've heard some teams call it biscuit. It's really up to you guys what you would like to call it. This is bus, and this whole side here is street side. So the map is split into 2, street side and alley side for the first MCOM. So this is street side, and the other side, which I'm going to go into in a little bit, is called alley side. This is van. I really do not recommend you guys play behind van. It at first seems like a good spot to play because you're kind of head camping them, but if they blow up this van, you will be dead. Just say bad luck. I don't know why it's not blown up. There we go. Okay, and this is a car right here. This is all corner house roof. This right here is market. all around where I'm running right now is market, and we split market into two areas. This right here where I'm running, this part is market A, and it's divided by this fence right here, and on this side of market is market B, just so when you're calling out spots you have a good idea of where to call out. This is bomb site, and bomb site is split into, this is the front of bomb site, this is market side of bomb site, this is the back of bomb site, and this is perch side of bomb site. Because right here, this whole area up here is called perch, where I am running around right now. A lot of teams will play a guy here once the bomb is planted, so you want to watch out for that. This building right here we call C building. So this is C1, C2, C3. A lot of teams call this tower. It's really up to you guys again what you like to call it. It's just easier to say C1, C2, C3, so you can just name the levels. This room here we call nook. So this is all nook back here. This is alleyway. And this is banana. This reminds me of the Inferno, if any of you guys have played Counter-Strike with banana. This is going back to alleyway. This is alleyway. This is, I like to call this mid alleyway, just so you have a good reference to call how far teams have pushed up. These walls here are destructible. I've blown up this wall, and when you blow up this wall, it does land all the rubble right over here. So if you see a guy camping back here, peeking down alleyway, you are able to destroy these walls, and they will fall. That wasn't that good. So we'll go ahead and go on to a little more names here. I like to call these cinder blocks. A lot of teams will play a guy back here watching alleyway, just kind of head camping. It's a good way just to not expose yourself too much and have a good idea of who is going what and where. These right here are called mid stairs. And this obviously is the first MCOM, which I've blown up for you guys. These are bomb site stairs, bomb site roof. These are pretty all generic names. Over there is corner house roof. Okay, so we have split up the second bomb site, or the second MCOM, into 3 different sections. This part over here is called Sandbags, because I guess we can assume these are sandbags. So this whole area is Sandbags. We call this long haul. So this is obviously all long haul. You want to be checking these rooms when you're pushing a long haul. This area here we call crates. I've heard a lot of teams call this mid. I don't like to call this mid just because we call this hallway mid. So we call these crates because of all the crates here. We call this area here mid. This whole hallway right here is mid. These are slants. A lot of teams will kind of peek out from slants like this. This whole side again is street side, and this is bus. A lot of teams will play a guy behind bus watching street like this. So watch out for this guy. We call this area here lockers. You'll see a lot of teams on defense play a guy right over here in lockers, and he has a pretty good view on both the market buildings and he can cover street side. This is also a pretty good spot to play once the bomb is planted, if you can get to here, because you have such an advantage over the guys that spawn over there when they're trying to get through back door. You want to watch out again, guys, for these little gasoline crates here. If you run into them, you do die, and I've seen a lot of teams suicide running into these gasoline crates. So it's easier if you just blow them up and not have to worry about them. This right here is the bomb site. This is the bomb. It's good to blow up this building, both on defense and offense. You have a good view of the bomb site. This is a hallway, and this is mid. We call this room tiles. This is a pretty good defensive spot back here to watch for people running into the bomb. All along here, guys, is perch. This is a really good spot. I'm gonna see if I could make it over there and show you guys.
Get back in here.
So this here is perch, and I like to play here. You have a good overview on both slates, mid and the market buildings, and you can also push up here and prone here and have a good view of hallway. So these are pretty much generally all the names for this bomb site. Let me go ahead and go over some strats that a lot of teams employ on this map. The first MCOM, most teams will send 3 guys street and 1 guy alley on attacking side. So you want to watch out for the 3 guys coming off street, blowing up that hole in the bike garage. Some teams even smoke right here by corner house and market, so the market guy can't see them, and they will try to work back garage and push corner house and market. That is what I would say is the most popular strategy. I've seen teams run 2-2 splits. I've seen teams send 3 or 4 guys alleyway. I really wouldn't recommend that. It's really easy to get pinched in alleyway. You want to work the street area at the beginning on attacking side. And the same goes for defending side. You want to generally send a guy into back garage to cover guys who are going back garage. And you want to maybe set a guy here at the beginning of the round just to look and see, get a good feeling about how many guys are rushing street. A lot of teams on defense will play a guy inside or on top of corner house. I really don't like playing inside a corner house just because it's so easy to get noob tube. I'll see a lot of guys play right here, peeking rubble and peeking glass room. Don't play here, guys. Do not play behind this. It's so much better if you play right here. You can see everything that guy can see, but you're only exposing your head if you want to. So this is definitely a better spot to play than up here. Okay? Plus, you have to jump on top of this thing to see gay spot. Whereas over here, you can just look right across. So this is a good area to play. On attacking, you want to make sure that you control corner house and market. And watch out for this guy banana. So you want to be pushing through market, pushing through corner house. Controlling C building is one of the most important things after the bomb is planted. You want to get a guy on top of C building so he can blow up the roof and camp that MCOM. I would almost go as far as to say is do not plant the bomb until you get a guy inside a C building. So you want to control market and then plant the bomb. Once the bomb is down, you guys want to spread out. You want 1 guy covering each of the spots that they can come from, mid, crates, and sandbags. So you want to split up. A lot of teams play a guy on top of the bomb site. A lot of teams play a guy inside C building. It's really up to you guys to see what works best for you. On defense, 2 guys street, obviously, 1 guy back garage maybe, and 1 guy watching street. I play as what is known as a floater spot. I float where the action is, and so if they call street, I might play here, I might play in market watching street, or I might push up to corner house. If Boogap plays the alleyway, so he plays watching alley, if Boogap calls us more than 1 or 2 guys alley, you want to push up to banana just so you can help the guy alley, just in case they come banana. You want to be looking at banana, you want to maybe push up if they're still by mid banana or mid alley, and help out your teammate if they're pushing 2 or 3 guys alley. That's pretty much it for the first MCOM. I find that for this first MCOM, it's generally easier to defend than it is to attack. But it really depends on your team strategy. The second MCOM, I've notice that it's definitely easier to attack than it is to defend. Usually most teams will send 2 guys Sandbags to work the long haul. So you send 2 guys Sandbags, 1 peek, and then 1 reviving him, getting picks. I've seen teams send 2 guys crates. Usually they'll send 1 guy mid and 1 guy street side. So 1 guy will be working this lane, 2 guys working hallway lane, and 1 guy will be working street lane or bus. And you just kind of want to work off picks and then plant the bomb. There's no tricky strategies through the second bomb site. It's just getting picks, outshooting your opponent, and then getting the bomb down and getting in good spots. Tiles is a good place to play, both on defense and offense. On offense, you can peek this corner and watch the perch entrance stairs. You want a guy here, maybe. He can watch long hallway, he can watch mid, and he can also turn around and cover back door. A lot of guys like to play a guy here. A lot of guys will play a guy slates after the bomb is planted, and then a lot of guys will try to put 1 guy covering street, either from here or lockers, or even watching street from back door here. So on defense, you want to counter obviously exactly what they're doing on offense. So you want a guy covering mid lane. I would say you want probably your best shooter to cover mid lane, just because eventually they're going to have to kill this guy before they get to plant the MCOM. And you want 2 guys dedicated to watching hallway at the beginning. Maybe you want to push up to these rooms, 1 guy watching crates, 1 guy watching sandbags, and you want a guy watching obviously street side. He can be watching it from lockers, he can be watching it from back garage here, locker room. He can also push up to back garage. It's really up to you guys what you like to do. So this is generally a good overview of this of Grand Bazaar, and you guys just kind of want to practice. Don't get intimidated. It's really easy to get flustered when you're constantly losing tickets on attacking side without getting any headway, and it's really easy to get discouraged when you're just losing an MCOM on defending side and the attacking team has 18 or 19 tickets left. I'm going to go over one last thing before we end this video. For the first MCOM, this goes for almost all maps, but especially on this map, you do not want to get squad wiped on attacking side. You just almost automatically lose if you get squad wiped on attacking side, because what will happen is the team will have 2 guys pushing up street side. 1 guy might sit at rubble over here looking at your spawn, and 1 guy will probably sit in rocks looking at your spawn, and it's almost impossible to get out. Good M320 spam with rubble and baiting a guy coming out and killing the guy's rocks is possible, but it's extremely difficult. You're going to be losing a lot of tickets trying to push out of spawn on street side. The same exact thing applies to alley side if you guys get squad wiped. Oh, and this is another thing that I guess a lot of teams do not know yet. If you kill their entire squad, there's going to be a message that shows up at the bottom part of your screen. I'm actually pointing at my monitor like you guys can see my finger right now. But right above where it says that you killed your enemy, it will say enemy squad eliminated. And that's when you want to either push the bomb or push the defense back. So if on attacking side for the first MCOM you ever get squad wipes on this map, they're going to camp 2 guys at rocks and rubble for street side and alleyway. A lot of teams will like sit a guy here in, this is called tiles, watching you come out, and they'll sit a guy like here at newspapers and watch you come out. There's usually a garbage can right here. A lot of teams will play a guy behind this garbage can right here and head camp you. It's just extremely hard to push the bomb, to push the MCOM once you're squad wipe on this map as attacking. So you always want, if three of you guys go down, you just want that last guy to just prone somewhere and just don't peek. Just make sure that you stay alive so the enemy is second guessing where you guys are coming from. So that's generally it for this map. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please make sure you let me know. And you can also put in the comments what map you guys want to see next. I'm kind of open to whichever map you guys want me to do next. So this is it for Grand Bazaar, guys. Thanks for watching, and please let me know if you like this. Please subscribe, and please let me know if you have any feedback. I'll talk to you guys next time.